Paramashivoham Sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papavinashaktam Nithyanandaya Swagatam Anandanubhavaswaram Sarvaroganivarakam Vande Papavinashaktam Nithyanandaya Swagatam.
Jnana sambandha madhyamam asmadacharya paryantam vande guru paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Let's enter into today's satsang. As I was expanding on 4 tattvas: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, I'll today move to the tattva enriching. Enriching is you taking responsibility with integrity and authenticity, that you are committed to continuously enriching, which is expanding yourself and life in and around you. I am defining, listen, under the quote. Enriching is you taking responsibility with integrity and authenticity, that you are committed to continuously enriching, which is expanding yourself and life in and around you. Enriching is infusing all these 3 tattvas continuously in your life and others' life. Even in Vedas, 3 Vedas are only tattvas. The 4th Veda, Atharvana Veda, is making those tattvas into life. Same way, in these 4 tattvas also, first 3 are the tattvas. 4th one is making them as life, not just listening. Real listening, not just listening. I don't even want to use the word listening. Not just hearing, but listening. Enriching is you taking the responsibility with integrity and authenticity, that you are committed to continuously enriching, which is expanding yourself and life in and around you. We always ask, why should we enrich others? You conveniently forget life happens to you with others. Ego forgets, ahankara forgets. All its joy comes only when it stretches itself to anyakara, not when it fights with mamakara. Ahankara thinks by fighting with mamakara it can extract joy. No. Only by stretching to anyakara it can experience joy. It is very unfortunate. Ahankara thinks by fighting with mamakara it can experience fulfillment. I tell you, that is the way ahankara survives. In these 3, mamakara, ahankara, anyakara, the leader, gang leader is ahankara. Both the fellows are chota, frightened fellows. But the strength of the leader, these fellows also act like rowdies. And they themselves do not know anything. bachas. But ahankar is the most cunning strategy planner. Unfortunately, he is caught in the net which he himself created. We forget an important fact very conveniently and take life happening for us with others for granted. We think my brother has to behave like a brother, father has to behave like a father, friend has to behave like a friend, son has to behave like a son, student has to behave like a student, teacher has to behave like a teacher, without we taking the responsibility that we should also fulfill our role. Why should a teacher behave as a teacher if a student is not taking the responsibility of enriching teacher? Listen.
Inner awakening. Stunning health recoveries. 100% cure for depression, insomnia, asthma, fatigue, chronic pain, insecurity, panic attacks, and other major disorders. Awaken the Kundalini Shakti, the dormant energy within. What would you do if you had 1300% more energy? Disease-free mind and body is your first wealth. Claim it at Inner Awakening. Inner Awakening, a 21-day meditation retreat with rare living incarnation, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, May 8th to May 28th, 2013, Nithyananda Dhyanapita, Nithyananda Nagar, Bididi, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Contact
0802 727 9999.
Email ia@nithyananda.org.
Hello, my name is Brenda Tapia. I'm coming from Mexico City, and I work with children in Mexico. Basically, I'm starting spiritual education programs, and working for that. I came here to Inner Awakening. It's been almost 19 days over, and I have to say that this experience has been amazingly fulfilling. I didn't have a lot of expectations, but I think I'm reaching like the highest ever I have ever found. In fact, I came here because a friend told me about the program, but I witnessed in him a very, very big transformation. So it was very inspiring. And now every day I am feeling very, very graceful. Of course, I'm going through a very intense process, but at the end, I mean, every day I'm reaching the sky. I'm very happy to be here. In the healing sense, I think my physical body is much lighter. Like, I used to do yoga, but I'm feeling like all my spine is like you know, like very, very long now. I'm also feeling in terms of my weight is just getting like in a perfect balance. I'm getting much clear of what I want, and I have been waiting many lifetimes to get into this program. I'm just very grateful about it, and I just want to invite everybody that has this opportunity. Don't miss it, and don't put excuses. Because whatever investment you want to do, whatever idea you want to do that is better than this, I'm sure it's not. So it's just want to finish to say that I'm just feeling like a graceful person. I'm just feeling on the perfect moment, and never I had such a healing thing just because of the Master is here, because of the Master's presence. I have gone in about 10 years in a process of spiritual awakening, but this is the turning point, definitely.
Hello, I am Rohan Hari. I'm 17 years old from Houston, Texas. My parents are both strong devotees, and they decided to send me for this IA course. And I've had a great experience here in the IA course. I really feel, inner transformation, and I can feel my connection with Swamiji growing. During energy darshans, it's a whole nother experience. You can really feel his energy coming, and you can just feel his breathing space. When you get in there, you can feel how much you change during that time. Yeah, all the different meditations are all very different. They all target different areas, and you can feel the kundalini in which each one of them differently targets. We did the N health, and after that, I feel much healthier. Earlier, I was having fever and I was having cold, and I was feeling very not well. But after we did the N health, I feel a lot better. And he gave darshan, and he's also doing these akashic readings, and those are on a whole nother level. He can just see and tell anything which you ask. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah, I only became self-healer. I didn't take the healing others, but after we did the self-healing, after he initiated, we went and did our own meditation, and I really strongly felt his energy coming through me, and you were supposed to envision him laughing, seeing his laughing face, and I could really just see it vibrating all throughout me, and even I started laughing, just for no reason at all. I just laughed with his energy. It was really nice. I'm still a student. I'm only in high school, so I'm really glad that I can learn all these teachings and truths now, so I can apply them all throughout my life rather than a lot of these older men. I really recommend I feel it's more for younger people, because you can implement it throughout your life, and I see all these things he talks about. They're all relevant to everything I do, whether anything, and whether you're a 70-year-old man or just a boy like me. It's relevant to everyone, and greatly helpful for everyone. If anyone's having any doubts, you shouldn't have any doubts at all. You should just come. It's a great program. If you feel that there's some obstacles, don't worry about that, because Swamiji takes care of all the obstacles. Even I felt I wouldn't be able to attend because of my schooling, but then he decided to give the course in the summer, and here in this great place I felt a little scared to go to the ashram and live in the ashram, but now he offered in this great resort, so he'll take care of everything. You just need to come.
Father has to behave like a father, friend has to behave like a friend, son has to behave like a son, student has to behave like a student, teacher has to behave like a teacher, without we taking the responsibility that we should also fulfill our role. Why should a teacher behave as a teacher if a student is not taking the responsibility of enriching teacher? Listen. Doing proper actions. For example, if you are cutting a tree, you have to plant at least 5 trees. If you are taking water from the river, you should make sure the recycled water is purified and added to the river. Constantly enriching the source and keeping it alive for the next generation is yajna. Do not touch anything which you can't replace it. Like one time exhausted things. No. What we call non-replenishable sources. Don't use non-renewable energy sources. Use only renewable energy sources. That is part of enriching. Yajna. Gita is very clear. Krishna is very clear. Listen. If you are not enriching and taking and enjoying, you are a thief. Asteya, one of the important vows of sannyas can be maintained only by enriching. Only when you continuously enrich others, non-stealing is maintained. Listen. Enriching is where life happens to you. I can say, enriching means infusing all the three tattvas into satyas. I have a quotation here from Gita, 3rd chapter, 12th verse. Ishtan bohan hi vo deva dasyante yanya bhavitaha tairdattan apradaya yebhyah yo bhunkte stena eva saha. Satisfied with the selfless service, the celestial beings certainly award you the desired necessities of life. He who enjoys the things given by them without offering to the celestial beings is certainly a thief. Stena eva saha. Listen. Life happens to us with others. I tell you, how many of you listen with integrity and authenticity? I ask all my sannyasis, how many of you think even if you are alone in the forest, you will be able to maintain the standard of your sannyas life without the help of other sannyasis or the sangha of sadhus? No, I tell you, for a common seeker, it is impossible. I have seen these young seekers guided by the wrong ideas that they can do it on their own. Go and sit some hut, some corner, forest or hill. They will come down to the nearby village just for food. In 2 years, marrying some old widow. When you don't see anybody, you will just fall for anybody you see, any body you see. Whether it is sannyas or sansar, the joys of spirituality or joys of the world, joys of authenticity or joys of inauthenticity, everything happens with company, with sangha. Understand? Whether it is satsanga or dussanga, but you need a sangha. Life happens to you in sangha. If life can happen to you without sangha, why will you be here? I tell you, even to become a naga, initially, till you are established, sangha is required. Life happens to you with others. Whether it's basic food or the ultimate luxury, everything happens to you with others. If you don't enrich others, it is stealing. Life does not happen to you. I tell you, decide to enrich everyone you see with these tattvas. In just few months, you will see you are surrounded by gods and you are living in heaven. Even if you are in the remote forest, only with Ganga on the hill, your life happens. Even if you are a naga in the forest, life happens to you with Ganga and hill, river, forest. With whatever life happens to you, you start enriching it. You start protecting it. That is why Hindus are so devoted to Ganga and Yamuna and Himalayas. Because life happened to them with that Himalayas, Ganga and Yamuna. That is why they are so sincere, keeping them alive and enriching them. If life happens to you with a river and you enrich it, you are called Tirtha. If life happens to you with a hill and you enrich it, you are called Giri. If life happens to you with people and you enrich it, you are called Puri. If life happens to you with forest and you enrich them, you are called Aranya. That is the way Shankara created 10 sampradayas of Nagas. If life happens to you by kings and you enrich them, you are Indra. If life happens to you by the Pandits, the educators, and you enrich them, you are called Saraswati. Integrity and authenticity is the way, right way. You relate with unexpressed part of God. Responsibility and enriching is the right way to relate with expressed part of God. If you do not enrich, you actively create selfish pattern. When you chant the Swasti mantra in the morning, that is a very powerful way of enriching the world through our integrity and authenticity. When you take the responsibility for that word, making those Swasti mantras into reality, listen. With integrity and authenticity, if you chant that word in the morning Pada Puja and bless the world, you are sending the vibrations. Ko brahmanebhya subhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. You are sending the vibes. When you take responsibility for it and start acting, you are enriching yourself and others. When you send those strong waves with integrity and authenticity, you are enriching you. And you are enriching the world mystically. When you take responsibility for the words you uttered and start working, you enrich the world mystically and physically, metaphysically and physically. When you chant, Ko brahmanebhyo subhamastu nityam, you should take the responsibility of protecting the cows and people who practice these 4 tattvas.
ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆಗೊಳಿಸಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿದ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮಗೊಳಿಸಿ, ಭಯ ಮತ್ತು ಚಿಂತೆಗಳಿಂದ ಮುಕ್ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮಗೊಳಿಸಿ, ಉನ್ನತ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟವನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮದಾಗಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿತ್ಯ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಯೋಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಕಾರಾತ್ಮಕ ಮನೋವಿನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ತೊಡೆದುಹಾಕಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಶಿಬಿರ. 7 ಪರಿವರ್ತನಾಕಾರಕ ಧ್ಯಾನ ತಂತ್ರಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಸಶಕ್ತಗೊಳಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆನಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜನ್ಮಸಿದ್ಧ ಹಕ್ಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಮರಳಿ ಪಡೆಯಿರಿ. ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಧ್ಯಾನಪೀಠ, ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಗರ, ಬಿಡದಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ದೂರವಾಣಿ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ
0802 727 9999.
When you take responsibility for the words you uttered and start working, you enrich the world mystically and physically, metaphysically and physically. When you chant, Ko brahmanebhyo subhamastu nityam, you should take the responsibility of protecting the cows and people who practice these 4 tattvas. Chanting is the first level of metaphysical support we give it to the world, enriching metaphysically. Start taking responsibility for it so that we enrich physically also. So every day when you chant, remind yourself, you have to make sure King rules righteously. So understand, guiding the rulers is our mission. Janasri himself guided the Janasri-01Mar2013, the Pandya. So it is our right and it is our responsibility. It is our responsibility. Enlightened beings and saints are protected. I think we will have to structure our whole Sangha based on the Swasti Mantra. That is our mission statement. Understand? Swasti Mantra we chant every day is our mission statement. Ko Brahmanebhyo Subhamastu Nityam. We should plan every ashram as Goshala. People take the responsibility of protecting cows, and every state of India passes the law protecting cows and anti-cow slaughter bill. All over the world, constantly we promote the truth of protecting the cows and no beef. Ko Brahmanebhyo Subhamastu Nityam. Brahmana is a person who practices these Chaturvedas. Whoever practices the Chaturvedas has to be protected. I tell you, in every field, only when you look beyond what you get, great things are born. Everything, everything, everything. From the seat you are sitting, to the laptop you are using, to the energy beads you are wearing, house you are living, food you are eating, anything creative comes out only in enriching consciousness. Only if there is a passage in the earth, the underground water can come out, Saraswati can come out. Same way, only if there is an enriching consciousness in your inner space, creativity can come out. Being in the state of enriching means to do actions in the enriching state without postponing. If you are in the state of enriching others, continuously you will be able to create miracles. It is constantly bringing the state in you, the space in you, that strength in you. Thanks to these 4 life-saving tattvas, I am enriched by it. I am going to enrich it. Again and again, constantly bring these 4 tattvas in you. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.